And so, the epic journey finally is coming to a close. Hunter x Hunter 2011 is coming to an end after episode 148. Now, let's just be all real here. Let's be honest, okay? We all knew this was coming. We all knew the anime was going to end very soon. It was obvious. I expected the series to end after the Chimera Ants arc, and it would have been a good ending. I would have been satisfied. Let's be truthfully honest, okay? Madhouse has been adapting this series since 2011, and honestly, I jumped on the ship of Hunter x Hunter just recently, this year in December, last year in December, and I jumped it and started watching this series. The thing is, okay, I walked into this series not expecting much, and to actually get this far to the series and see it coming to an end is kind of sad, but would you rather the series come to an end, for instance, a hiatus for a while until, the manga gets more chapters out and material covered? Or would you rather it go into a filler arc that goes to 80 to 90 episodes and destroys the overall quality of this series? Or would you rather it go into that One Piece pacing that One Piece is currently doing from Toei Animation? So I personally believe the best move Madhouse is making at the moment is making this series go on a hiatus. And I respect that because it will not ruin anyone's outlook and perspective of Hunter x Hunter. It will not stain the series with filler. And I feel like I am satisfied. I walked into this anime not expecting nothing. I walked out of it just finding out one of my favorite characters of all time was in this series. Let's look back and let's, get nostalgic as we look back on what this series has done, okay? We've had so many different things through the course of this series that's happened that goes against the shonen, regular cliches we see. For instance, the entire bit with Gon and how he goes and hunts down Pito and gets revenge and beats her face in. Meruem, Netero, the morals of humanity, stuff like that. I mean, stuff that we never see in shonen. And personally, from anything I have seen from shonen, Hunter x Hunter is by far one of the best series I have ever seen when it comes to a shonen series. And it by far is my second favorite series of all time after watching this series. I can proudly say, once the anime ends, once it ends, I can proudly say I'm going to be giving Hunter x Hunter 2011 a 10 out of 10. It was a masterpiece run. It was. Anyone that wants to go against this series pretty much either was too young to understand the concepts and themes of this series, or you just didn't like the series. I understand everybody has different taste, fine, but I mean, the themes of this series at first it looks childish, but it's very mature. And to know that this series just, every time next week comes up, like for instance, every time Tuesday comes up, I will not have a new episode of Hunter x Hunter, it saddens me. So this means, technically, with this event happening now, I'm going to have to, read the manga. Which, technically, I guess my Hunter x Hunter craze is not over. I mean, my next path is to take the manga and read the manga. Sad enough, though, I will not have that epic badass music and, the awesome animation, but I personally love Hunter x Hunter for the story. I love the animation, I love the artwork, I love the music. That's an added bonus to the quality that is Hunter x Hunter. And so, I want to jump on the boat of the manga once the anime ends. After episode 148 ends, I am going to read the manga of Hunter x Hunter. Now, the reason why is because I want to continue following this series because it's such an amazing ride. I've had so much fun watching this series and staying as an anime-only watcher as long as I can. That's exactly what I've been doing for weeks. I mean, there's so many times where I wanted to stop watching the anime and just go straight to the manga. For instance, in the Chimera Ants arc, I just wanted to see what was going to happen, but I held back just to ride the anime feels. And so now, I think I'm graduating from the anime and having to move on. So, personally, everybody that currently just found out about this news, how do you feel finding out that Hunter x Hunter 2011 is ending in under 6 weeks or so? How do you feel about this? I mean, are you going to be sad? I mean, what are you going to do on your Tuesdays? Once, Hunter x Hunter ends, what are you going to watch? What are you going to do? Do you feel like this is going to leave a hole in your heart when it comes into terms of watching anime because of how epic this series was? Do you feel like there's ever going to be another anime that can possibly take the spot of the love you probably have had towards this series? Everybody knows by now how I feel about this series. Anyone that's watched my live reactions through the Chimera Ant arc and watched my reactions to my reviews and stuff most likely knows how I feel on my standpoint on this series. And so it really does affect me. Because this series, man, like I said, it's in my top 5 anime of all time. And the Chimera Ant arc is definitely by far one of my favorite arcs of all time when it comes to shonen, or arcs in general I've seen in series, because the way Togashi wrote that was stunning. So, I guess I'm satisfied the anime is ending. I'm glad it's not going to go into filler hell, and I'm glad that we're not going to have a degrade in the overall quality of Hunter x Hunter by it just continuing to go on and pace awfully. So, I am fine. And I guess these are my final thoughts, honestly. I mean, I guess I'll cover this more on the final episode of Hunter x Hunter, but I just wanted to get this out there, let the news out there if you did not know about this event. Let me know in the comments below how you feel about Hunter x Hunter ending in under a couple weeks. I mean, how do you feel after episode 148? Let me know in the comments below. I love all of you so much. You have a wonderful day or not, wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.